Welcome back to my channel where I'm bringing this canine back to life, or at least I'm trying to. Before we commence, I just wanted to go into a little bit of background that I've discovered. There was an old reg plate that was left in the back of the truck, so my dad and I looked up the previous reg and found several pictures of it before it was all stripped down in its past life. And as you can see, the previous reg and the current reg are age related and both Scottish. So these photos are from Scotland, somewhere in Scotland. So I don't know the story of its original reg or why it was changed from an age related one to this current one. But at least this way it's cool to see it prior to being stripped. I can map out where all the parts in the back are supposed to go, and it joins the dots a bit more as to the history of this particular canine. So in this video it's mostly me going through everything, all the parts in the back, see what I've got, what I need to get.
It wobbles a lot when you're stood inside it.
I'm still getting to grips with the microphone setup. I'm wearing one here, but it immediately died as soon as I put it on. But luckily my phone picked up the audio anyway, and regardless, this video and probably the next one, I was ill for like a month straight, so that's why I sound a bit crappy. And it's probably good that the microphone didn't work. Anyway, here we go.
It's got a little buttonhole, and I found the button. It's all making sense. My goodness. What? Okay. What's that for? Dunno, but it looks alright. Yeah, the more I get down and down and underneath all these layers, things get smaller and smaller, and oh god, it just goes on and on. Bad boy. I don't think I'll ever be using it, but it will take pride of place on the wall. Yeah. Have a vision. So if I do need to remake it, I can repair this one, I guess. Seems pretty. Kind of straightforward. And it's got the glass in it, which is wonderful. This has got to be something for like, oh, what is that? There's something creamy. It's got straps. I'm guessing that goes on the side, outside somewhere, and you strap on a fire extinguisher. Throwing guesses out there. Insulation's been cut out, removed, but it looks alright. It's just surface rust. I just wish it was organised so I could just, look through it. Oh. What the hell? No. What is there? Wow. What is there? Another ladybird. Threads are still okay. Wow! Or something. And it's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with that. It's tickling my head and it's freaking me out. Maybe cushion. Stool. And not the poopy kind. Ouch. What? Oh, God's name. That's going back on. Definitely. This puts me on edge. I'd rather rivets than sealer everywhere. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be a pain in the ass to remove. Yeet. Ooh. I low-key want to put that back in like that. I kind of like it. As long as it works, right? If I get it rewiring it and get it working. It looks kind of cool. Wait one darn toot in a second. King of the road. Lucas. Oh. I thought it was going to be some sort of rare badge or something. No, it's Lucas. It's Lucas. Handy dandy pipe wrench. They're getting bigger. And so are my fears that this is all held together with sealer. Hey. I didn't fall over. It's the shaft. Now, which shaft is it? Drive shaft? Prop shaft. I found a prop shaft. Again, it looks fine. Yeah, so that big drum vent cover that I picked up presumably is to cover this vent. That's just been letting it all in. But we've made a dent. It's getting dark. What on earth is underneath the awning is what I want to know. Although it might be alright. Yeah, that is wood, isn't it? Cool. Well, I'm just going to figure out how to get down. I noticed that there's this whole plate. Yeah, it looks like it was migged on from the top. Yeah. So it used to have, because on the roof, on the outside, there's a big crack where the paint has split, where it's obviously rusted. So originally it would have had one of those rooftop standing holes, whatever you call them, on the passenger side. So I'm assuming it just was really rotten, so they removed it and then just covered it up with a
panel. So I think that might be something that I change once I get the filler off the top and all the paint. I will see what's there, remove that panel and weld a little panel on the top, because I mean, as nice as that was to be smoothed over and have filler on the top and everything, it hasn't kept the water out, and you can't see up there anyway, so it doesn't need to look pretty. So yeah, that's one thing I've discovered. Oh, the door's on.
I would say you want to go open before shut.
Okay. Oh yeah, good idea.
Then you're pushing the hinge with the door.
Can you get into the...
Yeah, that's a good creak.
Is that just snapping the rivets here?
No, right. If not, we've got a rivet gun.
Shuts like a golf. Shuts like a golf.
Yeah. Clunk, clunk, bang.
But it's more organised than I remember. So I'm still just using this as the floor. It's got, see the poles there? It's brighter today, so I can actually see some stuff in here. Oh, it's an actual fan. Cool. Get that working again. Two bleeding ladders. What is that? Ooh, a little bag. That's cool. Bought a whole truck and I like this bucket bag. We've got some headlights. Haha. So the pictures I found of it, all that kind of yellowy sand colour. It's this one. It's definitely the same one. Again, what's wrong with these? It has headlights, but don't see a problem with that. Oh my god, that is way heavier than I thought it would be. I didn't realise there were so many parts to this. I'm guessing there's like the main part with the hooks, and then maybe doors, things like that, which doesn't seem very waterproof. But they look alright. I was just looking at trying to get the window back in on the driver's side, and the mechanism works fine. It does want to spring back though, but that's because it's another weight of the window in there, I guess. But I only have the glass. I don't have the little slot to put the roller in, which I'm guessing is why it wasn't put back in. So that's something else to remember, either to find or to make, I suppose. This is looking a little bit questionable, but this side is absolutely solid, so I think it'll be fine. Yeah. So whilst I'm rewiring everything, I'm going through like all the boxes of stuff, of parts and bits and bobs, identifying what they are and if I can reuse them. And it sort of ties into while I'm rewiring. But first I'm just getting it running, so I can figure out if there's anything that needs doing on the engine before I start wiring up the dash and everything. So some water's been getting in. It's absolutely soaked everywhere. I mean, other than the massive vent in the ceiling, there are some like little holes and everything, but like it's really wet in here. Everything everywhere is wet. Icicles and everything. I know there's a lot of like holes to cover up on this thing. Like the windows need new seals. I can weld up some holes here and there, but I just feel like it's never going to be waterproofed. And I'm either going to be getting wet or I'll just be going out in summer, realistically.